see knowing the way Scottish football is, how it's just so crazy, so topsy-turvy. I've just got this gut feeling the last kick of his entire career is going to be a penalty in that Scottish Cup final. I feel like it's going to happen. Honestly, I know it might not be in the first five. It might go to sudden death. I just feel that's
11th kick, like the 1990 final against Aberdeen, finished 11-10 or something.
Oh, there was that.
As long as it's not Anton Rogan.
There was that mad Dundee United shootout, wasn't there? Under Gordon Strachan, was it 20?
Yeah, it was Arthur Boric up against was it Zaluska?
Zaluska.
Yeah, the two Polish goalkeepers. I don't know. Listen, I mean, Joe Hart's a funny character. I mean, I spoke to him a couple of weeks ago for a piece, and he was, and I put it to him. It's all set up for a kind of fairy tale kind of ending for him. And he basically said, I don't believe in fairy tales. You need to work to earn everything that comes your way. He's not banking on like the fates intervening and creating a scenario that's going to go out on a high. He's got to go and do it. This is a guy who's had a few bumps in his career as well. He's not had it all plain sailing. So he knows that football can bite you in the backside at any given minute. But yeah, it keeps the kind of storyline rumbling on, doesn't it?
And he's going to
Yeah, that funny wry smile on his face that the cameras picked up after he hit the post, and I'd love to have known what's going through his head.
The thing about Joe Hart is as well, that, listen, anytime you speak to him, you get the sense he wants responsibility because he does really care. I mean, we spoke to him after the game as well, and he was touching on certain things about the like you mentioned, the crowd singing his name and all that stuff. He gets quite emotional, and I think he did an event on the Sunday night as well. By all accounts, even with Joe Hart at the stadium, I think he does get quite emotional. I think he's been quite taken aback about how much he's embraced this thing at Celtic, and he's enjoyed it. At a time in his career, it's maybe starting to peter out. He's this kind of 3 years in Scotland, which is really taken to his heart. But I think he loves it, and I think he does take responsibility and knows his place in the kind of grand scheme of things at Celtic. I think he'll be a big miss. I think he'll be a big miss for Celtic. I think Celtic are a big miss for him as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been a breath of fresh air, Mick, hasn't he?
He's embraced it, totally embraced it. He threw himself in. I mean, listen, we've seen a million ageing stars coming to Scotland and kind of had a look at them with they're topping up their pension, or they think they're going to stroll it and all that stuff, and they kind of go through the motions a wee bit, and then they get found out, and then they toddle off. And again, the list is endless. Mm-hmm. Joe Hart has come up and he's launched himself into it. I mean, he really has embraced it with every fibre of his being, and it's paid dividends. He's been a very successful Celtic signing. 5 trophies in the bag in 2 seasons so far, potentially another 2 to come. He'll have earned his place in the club history no matter what happens now. And like I say, I think he has also really enjoyed it. After a couple of years of maybe thinking his career's on the wane, it's given him a wee kind of a lift towards the end. I'm surprised he's chucking it, to be honest with you. We've touched on this before. I think he's had a great season. I think especially since the turn of the year, I think he's been terrific.
I
mean, he's 37 last week as well. Not for a goalkeeper, it's not that old. I mean, it's getting on a bit. I mean, it depends how he feels physically, but he's barely missed a game this season.